Welcome back to the Rockford IceHogs Broadcasting Network. Joseph Zakshevsky with you alongside defenseman Cody Franson as the IceHogs get set to square off against the Manitoba Moose here tonight, and it is the first of two meetings here on the road. But Cody, walk us through the most recent play for the Rockford IceHogs. You've picked up points in 8 of your last 9 games, so I'd imagine tonight's a pretty good measuring stick of where you sit taking on the top team in the Central Division.
Yeah, obviously these guys are playing well. We need to focus on what we need to do. We had a hiccup the other night and bounce back, our last game. But when we connect the dots the way that we need to in order to play well, we generally come out with some type of point in that game. So, if we can execute the way we need to, we'll give ourselves a good look.
How much of that momentum is going to roll over? I was talking with head coach Jeremy Collin. That first period against Chicago, the last game for the IceHogs, didn't quite go your way, down 2-0. But then what was said, done, discussed in the locker room because you came out with a 4-goal second period to really swing the momentum.
Yeah, like you said, obviously the first period didn't go the way that we wanted to. Just a couple incidences where we didn't execute quite as well as we needed to, and they were able to capitalize on it. We got back to what makes us successful, and that's, being simple, putting the puck in the right areas and letting our forwards go and get on a forecheck. We're pretty effective when we put our forwards in good positions like that. So, like I said, you start connecting the dots and getting a little more extended zone time situations, and when you can find the score sheet in those situations, you start to build momentum, and that's kind of how that one played out.
Defensively sound, and being defensively sound, I've heard a lot in the locker room here recently. I'd imagine that would be a major factor tonight because Manitoba is a highly skilled team. There's a reason why they're the top team in the division.
Yeah, for sure. With us, that's one of our biggest keys is always executing with the puck. When we're good with the puck, we don't have to play as much defense, and you ask any team, they don't want to play any more defense than they have to, and that's obviously a key to success. So if we manage the puck well and limit their transition game, keep it pretty simple in our own zone and limit them to the outside as best we can, make it a little easier on our goalie, we should be able to put ourselves in a decent position.
And then taking us away from the X's and O's of the game for the Rockford IceHogs, I mean, how mentally is this locker room preparing? Because, everybody's keeping an eye on the standings, everybody's looking at the out-of-town scores, but, I mean, does that put more pressure on you than you want, or is it something that everybody ignores and just focuses internally?
I think it's, something that we're aware of, but for the most part, you kind of keep it on the back burner. Like I said, we have to focus on what we're doing out there, and in order for us to be able to, stay in the mix or start to climb in the standings, that's what it comes down to. So you try not to look at the big picture too much on game days like this. Focus on what we got to do today and worry about how it looks tomorrow.
Now, Cody, I'm catching up to you before the pregame meeting and all the video sessions here against Manitoba, but in your eyes and what you've seen and what you know about this group, what's going to be the biggest key for success for Rockford tonight?
Like I said, I think puck management's a big one. They've got some skilled forwards over there, some guys that can put the puck in the net, and obviously a good transition game. So if we can manage the puck well and not feed into that, I think we'll be able to generate some stuff.
Cody, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Defenseman Cody Franson joining us here on the Rockford IceHogs Broadcasting Network. Be sure to stay tuned for more IceHogs hockey as you're watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.